Hello, everyone.
Did we look blurry?
I think it's your eyes, bro.
Okay.
Well, we're always a little blurry. It's not the best camera.
Are we talking about my eyes tonight? That's a sore subject this week.
Is it really?
Yeah.
For you?
Yeah, I need glasses.
Oh,
But we do look weird.
I don't
Anyway.
think so.
There you go.
It's just dim.
Okay, your dark your computer was down. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Who do we have here? Cheryl, Connie, Alicia, Dusty, Kat, Jolene, Becky, Dusty, Stephanie, Halise?
Helise?
That's a really pretty name. Pamela, Drifty, Allison, Haley, Jolene. Oh, Dusty. We had that up there. How is everyone? Happy Sunday.
Hello.
We almost posted yesterday that it was yesterday.
Yeah, I for some reason I thought it was on Saturday again, but it's Sunday.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone.
Jess is home.
I'm home for a Sunday.
Yep.
Actually, I'm home all weekend. I was.
We hosted a fellow YouTuber this weekend, all the way from Australia. Mm-hmm. And her name's Tara Farms. I always call her Tara.
So it's because here it would be Tara.
But yet
it's pronounced different.
I follow other people and they go by Tara, so I don't know
really
why.
From here?
No, she's from the States. Like another Tara.
I would say in Canada it's Tara.
Yeah, maybe
we pronounce our A's like
A.
Tara.
I
don't know. That's how I take it.
Anyway,
Tara.
Lovely couple. But they're like my kids' age almost.
Yes.
So I had the epiphany like yesterday morning that I looked at Mark and I'm like, we're old enough to be their parents. That's depressing. Didn't feel like it. Sitting and talking to them, it didn't feel like that. But yeah. Love your hair, Jess.
Thanks, guys.
We had a baby shower today, Jess and I, and everyone couldn't get over her curly hair. And it's growing. It's hard to tell because you do have curly hair, but it's definitely growing. Like
it's longer.
Yeah.
Like when I'm in the shower, it actually I'm like, whoa.
Yeah. I always get out of the picture.
Yeah, you like to
drift. I think we do have this light off.
I don't know. I think we're okay.
Anyway, what's everybody saying? Today's Danielle's 40th birthday, and I got a 40-minute shopping spree at Indigo.
Wait, how many books did you get? How many books could you get in 40 minutes?
That is a great idea. You're 22 this year. 22 minutes. You could do a lot of damage. I don't know if I'd do that. I don't know if I could do that.
How about 22 books?
22 books?
That'd be a lot of money.
The way
our books are priced,
it'd be a lot of money. Anyway, hope everyone's had a good weekend. Next weekend's Easter. I think that's why we decided to do this.
That's why we did it early. Yeah. So I'm hoping everyone could read it.
It wasn't a long book.
I will say I finished it last night at midnight.
Yes, you did.
I left it to the very last minute because I spent all week binge reading the whole Beartown series by Frederick Backman. And oh my gosh, I'm devastated.
That's good to know because I'm just starting it right now.
Yeah, Mom started Beartown.
What is everybody reading currently? Let us know. I finished Tower of Dawn in the Throne of Glass. Where are you here? Up there? Can they see that?
Mm-hmm.
That one. So I got the thickie left. And I want to wait. Like I want it to last.
You want to savor it.
Want to savor her. So Jess told me to have a palate cleanser and read Beartown because she wanted to talk to someone about it.
I need to talk about it. Like I am so obsessed with this book.
Yeah.
I am seeing.
I saw Colleen Hoover. Oh, The Woman.
I see the Bone season. I heard that one's quite good.
I've talked to a friend about The Woman.
Crescent City, Happy Place, The Villa. Love Hypothesis, The Woman, Fourth Wing.
My Dark Romeo. Have you read that one?
Us Against You? Oh my gosh. Good luck, Laura. Enjoy.
Who?
Wildfire.
I'm not talking. You just keep talking.
All of Us Are Villains. It Starts With Us. Court of Thorns and Roses. Enjoy. China by Edward Rutherford.
Someone's starting ACOTAR.
Yeah, good luck. Not even good luck. Just
I'm
I
so
wish I
happy.
were you. I wish I were you.
I want to start it again.
I wish I could read it for the first time again.
Stephen King, Silence of the Lambs. Is that who wrote Silence of the Lambs? Stephen King.
I have no idea. I guess so. A Curse of Love. Oh, A Course of Love.
We should have just come.
The Bride.
Here. We were really in a slump trying to figure out what
Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. That would have been such a good.
I do want to read that one.
I have read it. It's quite
good.
You
have read it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you read it.
I would read it again though.
I still have to read A Little Life.
Has anyone on this read A Little Life? If so, how heartbreaking is it really? Like,
well, I've seen reactions. I've seen everyone's reactions. Everyone
says I don't recommend it, which scares me.
I think I'm gonna be shooketh. Anyway.
Yeah, like
what else?
Everyone.
The Women's March, Defy the Stars. Oh, someone liked Bride and they loved it too.
Ooh. So Bride, I really loved the beginning of it, and I don't know if it just took me too long to read, but by the end of it, I didn't love it as much.
I heard people are just...
It was entertaining. Like,
oh, someone said A Little Life is awful. Don't recommend.
Good luck.
I haven't heard it's awful, but
I heard it's awful in the sense that it's devastating.
It's devastating, and I've heard most people
really
say they...
yeah, it's really dark.
Yeah.
I'm currently reading Six of Crows. I just started it.
Is it the beginning of a series?
So technically, it's like connected to another series, but I'm skipping that series because I don't want to read it.
That's like me with what is that one?
A Curse. Once Upon a Broken Heart.
Once Upon a Broken Heart. I want to read it, but I don't want to read Caraval. Don't think I want to read that one.
That's fair. Yeah, Shadow and Bone. Thank you. I was trying to think of what it was called. Shadow and Bone series is the first one.
Did someone just tell us what that book was about?
What?
I don't know. I'm not going to say it because I'm not sure if they were referring to A Little Life, because I don't want to know what it's about. I just want to know.
No, I think she's talking about this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's this book. 7 Husbands of Evelyn and Hugo.
Okay, that's about this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought they meant that one. I'm like, oh, no, I hope that's not what happened.
It was the 7 Husbands.
Because I thought it was about dudes. So
yeah. It's the 7 Husbands.
Good.
Don't worry. I like how we both always go.
I know. Sorry. Someone's got to keep talking.
We both start reading at the same time, and
we forget that we're live. Sorry, this is just literally what we do.
Well, we're just the same person. Let's be real.
What are you busy at right now?
In life?
Yeah.
School. I like barely am reading right now because I'm just doing school.
Jess is pretty stressed. Do you want to show everybody your tattoo?
Yes. I also got a tattoo. If you didn't know. Which you might not if you don't follow me.
Sorry, I thought it was like gettable. It's just in your arm.
It's.
I love you. It's so cute. It? Yeah, that was her anniversary of her cancer diagnosis. So it's nice to have that over and done with.
Yep.
Yeah, but she's pretty stressed with school. So you only have a couple more weeks and then you're done, and then exams.
Yeah, I just need to hunker down and get her done.
Yeah.
I'm ready for it to be summer.
Yep. And then you get to work all summer. Yeah. I'm looking forward to some warmer weather.
Me too.
Oh, they like your tattoo.
Thanks, guys.
It made me cry too. A few times.
I cried when I was writing the thing, and then after that, I was good. No more tears.
It's like therapy, getting it out when you're writing it. I do that a lot.
And then I read it over, and then I cry again.
I know. That's why sometimes when I record and I edit, like I'll record it, I'm crying when I'm recording. I edit and I cry when I'm editing, and then I cry again every time I edit. So I'm like, I gotta skip that.
It's so funny.
I'm getting a headache.
I do that
crying.
I hate crying because it always gives me such a bad headache.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Okay. Well, today's book. So for anyone new to the live, or if you're in here because you saw the book, this will be full of spoilers.
Yep, this is your warning to get out if you have not read.
But we love
the book
seeing
club
you.
pick.
Thank you for joining us. Bye.
Bye.
But
Exclusive club.
yeah, we're going to be talking all about this one, and
I'm so excited.
I was so sad that I finished it because this has been one of my most favorite books I've ever read. I love it so.
I was saying to Mom
so much
earlier today, I wish I didn't have to read it so fast because it was such a good book to savor. Like, I wish I could have taken my time, but I had to get it done. I mean, it was a fast read. Like, I could get through it really fast.
I listened to it.
I also listened to it, but I wish I took more time because it was just so good.
Yeah.
So good. So, what did everyone rate it? What were our thoughts?
What's our rating?
What's our rating?
What was your rating?
5 stars. Easy.
Same.
I
Easy.
didn't even have to think about it.
Maybe even the easiest besides like Akatar and all the other ones. This is probably the easiest 5-star that I've given in a very long time.
Actually, me too. Like, I didn't even think twice.
I read it in less than a day.
5 star, 2.5.
Oh, someone didn't like it.
Wow, 4 star, 5 star.
4.5, 4.5, 4.5, 4.
Seeing lots of 4s.
Oh, there's another 2.
Oh, here's some 5s.
4.5, 4, 4.5. Didn't like the ending. 3.5, 3,
Really?
5, 4.5.
It was thought-provoking, I agree. For sure. Very thought-provoking.
Technically a 4.5, but I gave it a 5. See, this is probably Goodreads because it doesn't.
I always round up. I always round up.
Yeah, I always bump it up. Yeah.
Unless I really didn't like it, then I'll.
Can I see the book again for the title?
Yep, The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo.
It's also in the title of the video.
Live.
If you can see.
It should.
It should show up, right?
I'm not sure. I think it should.
You put it on?
Yes.
Yeah, it's called The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Yeah, I
loved it.
Loved it.
I loved it so much.
Even just the way it was written was so good. Okay.
I actually prepared questions.
We have discussion questions, you guys. And we decided we like doing this. So we're gonna
we're gonna try and do this again.
Because we go off the rails.
Questions.
Because we go off the rails too quick. Or I do.
So one thing I kind of want to talk about, I don't know if everyone on this live is big on social media in terms of the book content world of social media, but this book was super, super popular on like TikTok and stuff. So I would
major hype.
It was really hyped up.
Mm-hmm.
So like when I bought it, I was really scared. I actually think this book was gifted, but when I got it, I was really scared to read it because I was scared it would be hyped up. That I wouldn't like it as much as everyone was saying. So what was everyone's predicted ratings if you had one? I thought I would really like it, but I didn't think I would like it as much as people were saying. So I thought it would be more like a 4-star. I'm seeing someone saying Carrie Soto is back. It was better. I loved Carrie Soto.
You're a Carrie Soto.
And I think I might like this more. I know. So I'm saying 2-star, 2-star, 4-star. So yeah, I totally thought I'd be overhyped as well. Better than expected. I didn't think I was going to like it as much as I did. Went in blind.
I'm with Pamela. Yeah. I went in blind. I had no idea what this book was about.
I knew that there was a crazy plot twist at the end. So the whole time I was reading, I was
were waiting for it?
Well, I was trying to figure out what it would be.
Right.
Because I knew there was something that connected.
Well,
Even
Evelyn said, "We'll get to why you're here at the end."
And
kind of
midway through, Monique is like,
"Stop asking questions."
Well, Monique was like, and I didn't know I could hate her or something like that at one point or something like that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But Paige said this was my first Taylor Jenkins read, and it was
she was worried.
Also worried it was going to be overhyped.
Yeah.
I love Taylor Jenkins Reid's writing. This just solidified how much I love her writing.
The only thing I've watched is Daisy Jones and the Six.
Yep.
And I love the movie. And then Jess read the book, and she goes, "Oh my God, I wish I read the book first before the show."
Because I still liked it, but I thought I knew I would like it more if I read it before watching the show.
And you said the book was way more descriptive than the...
Well, yeah, there's a lot more that happens in the book that
which
doesn't
always
happen
happens
in the show, obviously. Yeah, I was obsessed with this book.
Yeah, so I didn't have a rating going in because I didn't.
You didn't know much about it?
No.
My next question is, what was everyone's favorite husband and why?
Yeah, I know mine.
Mine is easy, Harry. I loved Harry simply because they were platonically in love and it worked. Like, it really worked well for them.
I loved it because they were best friends.
Like, they genuinely...
They were partners with their daughter. Like, even the love with Cecilia, like when she came in, she barged in, she made breakfast, and they like looked at each other.
Yes, they still had like
they had this connection. Well, even though they
explained it the best. They were each other's soulmates.
Yes,
but they weren't
everyone's Harry.
like they weren't. I don't even know how to explain it. Like, it was just they were soulmates. They were platonically soulmates.
Yeah, they were perfect. And I think at the end of the day, they both really truly loved and respected each other.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So I mean, and that's that is what marriage is. And
even Monique at the end talking about her parents' marriage.
Yes, it was very similar.
Like, in the sense that they didn't have passion or anything like that or attraction. It was simply they simply just respected and loved each other.
And it sort of showed what happened when you do just stay together, even if the passion isn't there.
Exactly.
Like, so it sort of showed both sides what can happen if you don't, and then what can happen if you do. And it's not necessarily better or worse. It's just different. And it was like how she was able to write that and like make it all.
I know. Just genius.
Like little Easter eggs. Oh, it's just, I love it when people can drop little things and then it all ties together with a nice little bow at the end. Oh my God, I love writing like that.
That's why you like Taylor Swift.
That's why I like Taylor Swift.
No, I loved Harry.
Yes.
I loved their platonic relationship and everything about them together.
He's a good guy.
And I loved it when they had their kid and the way they looked after her together.
Oh, someone said it was the only true love, even if it wasn't physically intimate. It was the most intimate relationship.
It was
100%.
Absolutely. Like 100%. I would even argue it was more.
I bet she told him more, like until later, probably. In life,
when they got older. And
but I think they told each other everything. Well, even though they said they didn't, I think near the end they probably did.
Well, even when they didn't, they did.
They did, yeah.
You know what I mean? They just couldn't outright
more than anybody else, yeah.
They just couldn't outright say it. But they did.
My tea's getting
What
cold.
was your least favorite husband?
Oh, domestic abuse. Donnie, for sure. Like,
what did she call it? Goddamn Dawn Elder.
Keep your hands to yourself, dude.
That man's. Yeah.
Donnie.
Mick was a bad one too, but he wasn't.
Wife beater. Just wife beater.
Wife beater. I love that.
It's bad because you forget the names. Like, even before at supper, we were like, what are the husbands' names again? Because there's 7.
There's a lot. I know Harry and I know Dawn.
Yeah.
The best. The first one was what, Ernie?
Ernie. Poor Ernie.
Poor Ernie.
Ernie got used and abused. Well, not abused, but
he didn't get abused. He got manipulated.
I liked how though when she was talking about how like he married and they seem really happy and she sort of kept tabs on him after they divorced. Yeah, and he's like a grandpa now. Like older that. Evelyn talked about him, which I thought was nice.
Yeah. Well, he was like one of the only ones she talks about later on. Think about it. Yeah. Like Dawn because they reconnected on the set. But he was the only one that she like looked into later. Just to see where they were at. Which I thought was really cute.
Max. Oh yeah, Max was a little.
Was Max the one who got with her?
Wasn't he the French one? Well, the one from France, the producer, and then he was mean at the end, and he tried to
expose her. Was he the one who tried to expose her?
I think so. I think that was Max.
And
Max was a douche.
Hated Max.
I love Paige.
So Max was the Max was slimy.
Yeah, the French producer. Yeah.
Mick was slimy. He only loved the idea of her.
But I love Mick.
What she said.
I loved Mick because he made her look like a mastermind.
No, that was so well executed. Yeah.
That was.
What did she call him? She called him
gullible Mick.
Mick.
Yeah. It was so good. Like
every little detail, bro. It's so good.
Yeah.
The next thing I wanted to talk about a little bit was something I didn't really think about too much while I was reading it, but now looking back, like we were just talking about, I think about it now more, and it's like the little descriptions that she puts at the front of every husband, like gullible.
Oh yeah, we just
Mike
talked. Yeah,
I thought that was
about it.
funny because
so the first one was poor Ernie, right?
Poor Ernie, and then say that again. How do you say poor? Poor?
I meant poor. Did I say poor? Like poor tea? I meant poor.
See, I say it like poor. Like poor Ernie.
Well,
I don't say poor.
Like it's 2 O's, which is poop. Poor.
I always thought
poor is P-U-O-R.
I always thought it was pronounced as poor. Like poor Ernie.
Poor is P-O-U-R.
I thought it was
poor. But now that I'm saying it sounds dumb.
It sounds not right.
Not rich. Poor.
Yeah, then we have gullible Mick. We have
the Harry one was nice. It was like sweet, let me bring up perfect Harry.
Let me bring up Harry. This was my favorite.
They were all perfectly named. Like they
really were.
Say it any way you want. Thank you, Becky. I will.
It was after Rex,
I pronounce it like Jess. Paige. Come on.
Disappointing Max. That was the one who
Max was the producer. After she actually Harry. Did like him too.
Yeah, but he didn't like her.
No. Well, he's using her for clout.
Yeah. And she divorced Harry for him.
I know. Here it is. Let's see it.
Okay, Harry's is brilliant, kind-hearted, tortured Harry Cameron.
Mm-hmm. Tortured Poets Department.
Harry, we love you, Harry. He is literally the best.
Yeah, he stuck with me. Yeah.
I will never forget about Harry.
No.
He's one of those characters.
What do you got next on
my list of
well, wait, we didn't go through them all. What was the last one? It was like
it's like
because the last one you didn't go through it, like all of them.
The last one is
James, John.
Agreeable, Robert.
Agreeable,
James,
yeah.
Which is the brother.
The brother of Celia.
Yeah. Who she marries at the end so she can be with Celia.
Yep. Right.
And then Disappointing Max was the one she divorced Harry for. Yeah. Then we have Harry's, and then we have who's next?
Because we had Rex. What was he? He'd be like Agreeable Rex or something. Gullible Mick.
Which was the Vegas.
Mick just made her look
Vegas marriage.
Her look good. Like she's like, look what I can do.
I loved that whole story. That was hilarious.
First, we're going to go to Vegas.
Why can't I not find these? I should have tabbed.
Oh, there we go. Oh, goddamn. We missed Rex.
I know.
I can't remember what Rex's is. Anyway.
Does anyone know what Rex's was?
I think you just went.
Did I skip it? Please hold. We're trying to find Rex.
Rex is hiding from us. Maybe someone's talking about it.
Does anyone remember what Rex's was? Oh, that's Mick. Okay, wait. Is Mick after Dawn?
Peggy. Oh no. Is Peggy not finished? Peggy, if you don't want spoilers, we're probably gonna. I don't want. Yeah, because Leslie's like, oh, Peggy, keep reading, because I don't want it ruined.
What was the twist? I didn't get that far.
Yeah, she didn't. What was the twist?
Are you giving up on the book? You might be giving up on it.
Yeah, maybe she's DNFing it.
Yeah. Clever Rex. Thank you.
Clever
Rex.
Why was he clever? Well, he worked with he really.
He was the one who made her famous again.
And
to be honest,
right?
Wasn't he?
Yeah,
he was the producer who got her on stuff.
No, they were to get both acting together. I think in that one movie.
Oh.
I think they were helping each other, and then he fell in love. Movie? And then he ended up falling in love with his ex, got her pregnant.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
They had one of those marriages that they weren't actually together; they were just scheming together.
Yeah, but he was.
Oh my god, Jen says I'm 2 husbands deep. Oh no, Jen, you're gonna get everything spoiled.
She can only say that comment in this reading group.
Yeah.
Don't say that at the grocery store.
2 husbands deep.
That's actually iconic.
That is really
I might
funny.
put that in my description.
Okay, now we are, well, you're only on husband 1. So
I know. That's just funny, though.
now we are getting to the part where we are fully going to be talking about spoilers. So
yeah.
proceed with caution.
Yeah.
How was everyone feeling about the ending, the twists, all that good stuff?
So
how did you feel about it?
Like, which ending? Because there's like a lot of stuff going on at the end. Like, what do you mean about?
I would say finding out how Monique and Evelyn are connected.
Yeah.
And that's it to me, to be honest. The twist at the end.
That one,
the car accident.
I didn't see coming at all. Not at all. Even with the car accident, like looking back at it, I'm like, yeah, she just kind of moved on really quick. So I thought that was odd, actually, looking back at it, but I did not see that coming. Not at all. I didn't like it either. I didn't like that she did that. I get that. I mean, I would die for Harry too, but I don't think I could set up another.
I don't think I could
guy
make an
like
innocent
it was
person guilty.
And I guess she was thinking he was gonna live. And
she did.
He knew the other one was.
She knew he was dead, and Harry was gonna. She thought.
But I was like, I don't like. See, I don't like that. I don't like it when people set other people up. That's a big fear. Like, I don't like that. Yeah. It gives me the ick.
Well, yeah, it was definitely disturbing. And what's everyone thinking? I was unprepared for it completely.
I thought finding out the twist, someone said she liked how it connected. And I did too.
Yeah.
Like, I did because it really made you, because I loved Evelyn the whole book. Like, I was like, you go, girl, you get it. Yeah. And then when she did that, like, I did feel angry with Monique. I feel really bad for her.
Oh, you felt angry
because
for her.
Yeah, because it's like when you idolize your dad, and she idolized her dad, and then you thought he was drinking and driving, and that's his reputation, and he wasn't like that as a person, and that kills me. So then I didn't like her after that for that.
Yeah. Well, that was actually my other question.
It was. I was just saying because someone said that. Someone said that.
No, yeah. Alicia said Harry's death destroyed me. Me too.
Yeah, because I thought he was gonna live.
Oh my god! And then also Celia's death, and then she goes to Harry's grave and cries there. Mm-hmm. I was like, stop!
Like, she's still, even in his death, she wants to go to him, and
like you can't tell me they're not soulmates. No. Like, that is soulmate activity.
Like, there was really good. Oh god, I liked
such a good book.
I liked the end.
Oh, like
the daughter getting cancer was
devastating.
We knew at the beginning, but
I forgot.
It's still.
I was reading it and falling in love with the daughter and like their whole relationship when they moved to Spain, and then that happened.
Oh, and then that really nice husband.
Okay,
that husband was so good to her.
Also, the brother.
Yeah, I was really happy.
The whole time I was reading all that stuff, I'm like, oh my god, is there gonna be something weird that happens between the dad and the
ew, why'd you make it weird?
It's just the way my brain went, because I'm like, the way she wrote it sounded like sus. But then she was like, but then when they got the poker game set, I was like, oh, okay, it is like
and the
whole father-daughter relationship.
Yeah, and then him getting her into like wanted her to do finance like him, and
but then he was like,
and she really cleaned up her act.
He was like upset, but like he could never be upset with her.
He was a really nice dad.
And then when he got her a teaching job,
yes.
I wish we got like some.
I wish we
found out what happened to him.
It's nice that some of the stuff did work out.
It did.
I think it was Paige that said. I think it was maybe Paige that said, "I hate how she made up everybody's mind for them."
I agree that she was a
manipulator, but she was also very much a control freak.
Yeah. And you can tell it's definitely just because of how she grew up.
But the good thing about the book, it shows what happens when you do that. Like that there was good. There was a lot of good. Like maybe it was good for her career.
Yeah.
But it was horrid for
her
personal life.
At the end of the day, she said the fame didn't mean anything if she didn't have her people.
Yeah.
Which,
yeah.
Like, I literally want to cry thinking about that.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Harry got the letter from the guy, and then the accident happened. Was it really an accident? Oh, wow.
Excuse
I
me?
never. Well, that changes things.
Oh,
That's an alternate ending. I never.
Well, so that was my other question was, what were potential alternate endings?
I'm sort of
Okay, wait, let's go over this again. So
he got the letter, he's mad.
Yeah, he would have been really upset.
And he's like, we're going out together. If I can't have you, no one can have you.
No, I don't want to think about that.
No, it's Harry.
It's Harry. No. He would never.
No.
But
if he was drunk,
But he's a dad.
I know, and he
wouldn't do that for
but
Connor. He wouldn't do that to Connor.
No, and I don't think he was that head over heels that quick. I mean, he was, but
surely not, right? Dad?
But he was drunk, so who knows, right?
I can't think about
my
that.
mind is
Harry.
blown. I can't. No,
but it was such a valid reason. Like, I feel like Harry, even drunk, he would be like, okay, yeah, he doesn't want to leave his daughter, and like that's valid. Because he would be moved. Like,
yeah, I think Harry
have to leave his daughter.
think Harry would get it.
I think he would because
I think Harry would get it. Yeah. Yeah.
Surely not. I don't want to think about it. I refuse.
But but that's iconic. Like that's something I never ever thought about. This is why I love this, because everybody's brains work differently.
But what if Evelyn was the first to open the envelope and Harry didn't even know?
Oh, because it was in the guy's pocket. It wasn't in Harry's pocket, was it?
Was it not?
Or was it in Harry's pocket? No, I don't remember.
I don't remember.
Was it in Harry's pocket?
Or was it just in the car?
David's pocket.
Or was it just in the car?
Oh.
Because it could have just been in the car.
And
she saw it and took it.
Why don't you write the author and ask her?
Someone needs to write her. Oh, it was in Harry's pocket.
Okay, it wasn't Harry's. So
Harry knew.
He read it. He knew.
No, stop.
And it had Harry's blood on it.
Stop.
I have too many questions. That's what my brain is screaming. My brain is screaming.
I'm gonna start crying. I can't think about Harry this way.
No.
I love Harry.
Cat's like, sorry. Sorry.
Not Harry. I refuse.
Okay.
He would have to be like really drunk.
But thank you for that. This is what we need.
He was drunk and mad, probably reckless. I wouldn't
say not on purpose.
I would say not on purpose.
I'm gonna
Okay, I agree. I bet you though he was just like aggressive because he was like a drunk guy who was upset.
And he was drinking a lot.
He was like alcoholic at that point.
At that point, he
severe alcoholic.
So like I wasn't. When she said we came up to a car and it was wrapped around a pole, I'm like, it's Harry.
I knew.
Because he's a drunk.
I knew immediately.
So.
But also I was like, please don't be Harry. Please don't be Harry. And I was like, I know it's Harry, but please don't be Harry.
You know it's Harry.
Oh.
And then she got the guy the acting gig to keep his mouth shut, and Dawn helped him.
Melissa said, I can't see Harry doing that because he's heading to see Connor.
Exactly. That's what I mean.
Like he wouldn't do that on purpose.
I don't think he'd do it. He'd be mad. He'd be upset at David, but I don't think you could blame him because he'd feel the same way about his daughter.
Yeah, like I think it would be more so.
Right, because he didn't want to move. He didn't want to move because
he didn't want.
Oh no, he didn't want to move.
He didn't want her to move with the girl with Connor.
Right,
because he wanted to stay with his partner and his daughter.
Connor. Yeah.
So like, I don't think he would have done that. I'm gonna say he did. I refuse to believe.
I don't think
because I couldn't.
God, that is a good question. Do you think she did that on purpose? Like left it sort of open?
That is Taylor Jenkins Reid.
We're like totally we're what's that called? Clowning. We're clowning.
I don't know what that means.
Like Taylor Swift clowning? Like, oh yeah, you're not Swiftie. If you don't know
what I am.
Clowning's like when you're trying to figure out like what this means and what this means.
Oh yeah, we
absolutely are. We're clowning. Okay. What was your next?
What other
Oh, you had alternate endings.
What other alternate endings? So I was thinking, well, I was talking to Mom about this earlier. The book we just read, we don't think that is the book she wrote, right?
Oh,
Like,
okay.
we don't
You
think
mean
that book is what
okay?
Monique wrote.
So Jess wants to know: do you think Monique wrote the book that we are reading in real time? Like, do you think, like,
Do you think that's
fictionally,
supposed to be what the book was?
or do you think she was writing something different? Like, do you think she'd have the accident
Do
written?
you think she would have all of the information, or do you think she would
I think she'd
censor it?
keep her dad out of it for her mom's sake.
Like, she would talk about the accident, but not who it was.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Interesting.
think she'd, because I think that'd be a way to sort of
No,
get
I'm seeing yeses.
that she would. I don't think.
Yeah, no, she wouldn't put herself in it.
I
as well.
think she would call herself out. Like, I think Evelyn was like, you can call me out, and then you can decide what you want to do with your dad, if you leave him in part of the story or not.
If you want to expose
Right?
that,
Because she could expose her. She gave her full ammunition.
She said you can take whatever you want. Yeah.
And she's like, you can throw me under the bus and decide what you want to do with
That's a lot. That is a lot of faith right there.
do with your dad, because I might not be here.
Wow. So I'm saying I think she'd keep her father out of it.
I think so too. For her mom, because she was close to it. She's really close to her mom. And I think she was quite angry. She was equally as angry and hurt with Evelyn as she was, like, appreciative of the things she also learned.
She still gave
about
her a lot of. She learned a lot with the
Yeah.
time she had with her.
Yeah.
Oh,
someone said she thinks she would try to clear his name.
I didn't think about that.
I know. I thought about that
that.
briefly at the start. I'm like, no, she'll put it in because she'll want everybody to know he wasn't drinking and driving.
But I mean, in the
but
same
then at
breath,
the same
he
time,
wasn't
it's
famous.
But
no
I
one
think,
cared.
and I think it might have hurt her mom more to know he was in love with someone else.
I don't see, and I don't think she would.
You don't think she would have?
The way she talked about him at the end, and she corrected her daughter. She's like, "No, it wasn't passion. It was simply respect." And
so maybe she maybe her mom knew.
Honestly,
maybe this book is.
I think it was like an Evelyn Hugo moment with Connor. Like, I know her and Connor were super open, but like, say they weren't. I think because like for a while, Connor didn't know that Evelyn was bi.
Connor or Monique?
Connor.
Oh,
her daughter.
Oh,
I think it was one of those relationships with Monique and her dad, where like Monique and her mom, where she hid what her dad was. Like, I think it was like the same exact dynamic as Harry, Evelyn, and Connor as it was with Monique, her mom, and her dad.
And Evelyn sort of
said, "This is what life could be like. Like, it could just be a platonic love."
Interesting. Yeah, they're kind of live.
They're parallel lives.
Live parallel lives.
So she was like communicating with her daughter.
God, this book just keeps like spiraling into something. It's like a web.
It is a web. It really is.
It's a web. Like, you can go off to another direction and it would still mean something.
So yeah, I'm saying mom probably knew.
So in my opinion, the book was written in first person.
So does that mean we think the book was Monique's book?
Interesting.
It's something to think about.
It is. Evelyn jump-started career as an apology for what she did. Yes, I agree with that.
Lily said Taylor Jenkins Reid is a mastermind. She absolutely
is. I'm reading more of her books because that one blew my mind on how good that was. Like, I'm still thinking. I know we're doing book club, but
well, yeah,
I do still think about it, and the cover is
stunning,
beautiful.
This is what I pictured the whole time I was reading the book.
Oh, did we put that in your questions? Who we would?
Yes, but I'm waiting for that one.
Okay.
So my next question, we talked about this a little earlier. I want to read the comments on what you guys had to say, but what were our thoughts on Evelyn before and after the twist? How did we feel about her after the cover up and after hearing everything that she did from the beginning? You know what I mean? Like, how did you feel about Evelyn at the beginning of the book versus at the end? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I had a lot of empathy for the whole book. But then when it came to the cover up, I was like,
That was too much for you?
I don't like that. Like,
I
I don't
know.
I
I
don't like
know.
lying. I don't like lies.
I
Like,
just yeah.
I'm not a good liar. And it makes me icky. Like,
Yeah.
I don't like that because you know what's gonna come out, you know something bad's gonna happen.
So I feel the same way as
As
Emily.
Emily.
And it's my opinion didn't really change. I respected that she owned who and what she was. So that's kind of how I was. Like, I know it was so wrong of what she did, but she knew it was so wrong.
And she's putting
Like,
it
as
and
soon as it happened, she was like,
the panic came after. The panic came after or whatever. She kept saying that. She
yeah,
said that a few different chapters. It was like, I
yeah.
allowed
Like,
the panic to come.
she knew
Something.
it was bad.
Yeah.
And she knew that she shouldn't have done it. And you
Uh-huh.
can tell something that she felt guilty about her whole life because obviously she followed Monique. Like, she saw where she went.
Yeah.
So
Because
you can tell she looked into his family.
I think you
then,
forget of
right?
how long ago it was. I
Yeah.
feel like because it all blew up at the end, it felt like it had just happened, but it
did.
had
Like,
happened
it
a
was
long
years ago.
time
Like,
ago.
and also, like, she thought Harry was gonna live. Like, it's horrible, but it's like,
It's her best
if
friend.
something like that comes out about your best friend, like, they're at risk. Like, their life is at risk at that. You know, that sexuality in that day and age was, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, you have to think about,
there was
like,
more
that is the
at,
father of her child that
yeah.
she needs to protect now.
She probably just
Like,
wasn't.
he would go to jail. Like, she kept saying that. She was like, he'll go to jail.
Yeah.
If he survives this, he'll.
Yeah.
So it's
Well, he would go. Yeah.
because he was
I
drinking
don't
driving,
know.
but
I don't know.
and he killed someone.
I didn't.
It's hard.
I loved her at the end of her life too. So it was like.
So yeah, she did absolutely manipulate everyone.
Yeah.
Like, at one point,
she was
except Harry. Did she manipulate Harry? I don't think
She
she
didn't
did.
manipulate him, but he definitely did what she wanted him to do.
Oh yeah, all the time.
Like, he always said yes. Like, he didn't.
But
did he ever really put her in her place?
not really. Well, whenever he was like, you could kind of tell sometimes when he was annoyed with her, he would just be like, "Oh, Evelyn,
Oh, Evelyn,
Evelyn, that's enough."
But no, I don't know if my opinion changed, except for I didn't like that part of it. But then when she was older, I really loved her again.
I know.
As like an older,
as
I can just see her as a beautiful,
with
elegant
her daughter,
like tailored clothes, and I don't know. I could just anyway.
Scarlett O'Hara.
I love a classic older lady like that. I just envision it.
Yeah, so Stephanie said the fear of having your kid taken away.
Oh,
that.
Yeah. I mean, that was the
so. Then you're like covering it up.
That I get.
Like
that I get. Yeah.
I think everyone about her. I think everyone was about her career until Celia.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we need to remember the consequences of being gay/bi back then.
Yep.
Absolutely. Like, I think that, like, it's unimaginable for us to do something like that.
And even Max showed how dangerous and how much she had to do so quick
to make him seem
crazy.
Yeah. So you wouldn't believe, unbelievable to make him.
Yep.
Which I mean, she was a genius for thinking everything out.
Mm-hmm.
But also,
why is everybody putting like Scarlett O'Hara, Liz Taylor? Did we miss Elizabeth? I thought of Elizabeth Taylor too. First impression of this book. Yeah, Elizabeth Taylor had quite a few husbands, I think.
Did she? I don't know who that is.
She was an iconic like Broadway star, I think. Yeah, she was.
Oh, she had 7.
Oh, there you go.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't think it was about anyone though. It might have been, but I have to go down the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
What else is people saying? Oh, she mentioned the consequence of Rock Hudson. Yep. They talked a little bit about AIDS.
Yeah.
Losing their friends.
How Harry
how
Harry was terrified of it.
Yeah. They did.
And she was like, how do you comfort her friend during something like that?
They did that well. They did that whole
timeline.
They did the timeline really, really well.
This whole book was so good. Like, I still can't
like
get
she did
over
some
it.
research with this book too. Like, it wasn't just let's throw a woman. Like, she may have based it on someone that sort
She
of
might
started
have,
in that
or
era.
even like a few people,
just to
right?
get
like
just to get an idea of like what they would have had to go through.
Yeah.
And then just say, okay, what if she was this or what if she was that? And
Yeah. Well,
so
and what was I gonna
Dusty
say?
Dusty said, I read that it was inspired or loosely written about Liz Taylor. So yeah,
Okay, at least
because it fits the timeline.
Alicia keeps saying reasonable things that you would think about in that situation, and that she mentions in the book was the fear of losing her daughter, jail, and
Psychiatric committal. Yeah, she did say that.
She
Like,
said
they're
all
gonna put
of
me
those.
away.
She said all of
yeah.
those when they were worried about them finding out
Yeah.
about Harry and Evelyn.
Yeah.
And their
and
sexualities.
That's all Connor had for
That's all. She
for
doesn't
relatives.
have relatives.
She had, that's all she had.
It's that, or maybe
I think
like
Harry's parents were alive.
but we never saw them.
No,
like
but
I don't remember them.
I know that's why he wanted to have kids. He said, I want my parents to have grandkids.
Harry, you're so cute. Like, stop it.
Rip Harry.
Stop.
Rip Harry.
I love you, Harry. Like, you're not telling me this man took that car in a tree on purpose.
No,
surely not.
Surely. What's your next question? What time is it? 8:46.
Okay. There's so much I want to say about this book.
I know.
So then my other question was, if this became a movie, who would you cast?
Oh.
I forget her name. That way said.
So the first one, Sophia, the girl off the Modern Family, like the funny Cuban. I think she was Cuban. Was she? No, Colombian. Sophia Valgara, something like that. Gorgeous.
She's off of.
She's on another Netflix
Modern Family,
and she's on a Netflix show right now too, and she's all
I can't think of what her name is, but right there, Sophia
Vergara. Oh, someone said Lady Gaga. She'd be good too.
Picture that.
Lady Gaga here?
Kind of.
I see it. I also randomly, I was trying to picture brunettes that you can never see as a blonde, and I was thinking Mila Kunis randomly. But then Mark goes, Scarlett Johansson. And then we Googled a picture of Scarlett, and she
literally
but the problem with Scarlett is she's very, very
Evelyn
fair.
is Cuban. Evelyn is
so
she's Cuban.
So she's
right?
very she's got
darker.
that beautiful olive skin, and then she's got blonde. So in the book, they just kept saying it's such a contrast.
Match. Yeah, it was.
But it was so stunning.
Yeah.
So I was trying to think of brunettes that you were like. Anyway,
isn't that who we were talking about?
Yes, Jessica Chastain. So we actually Googled too. Oh, Sophia Loren. Oh, she's beautiful too.
She'd
be a good
her
one.
up. I don't think I know what she looks like. I'm so bad with
who? Sorry,
actors.
Emma Stone.
For who?
I think Emma Stone for Celia.
Yeah. Definitely, actually. For Celia. That would be a good one
because she's feisty.
But
and she knows what she wants. She did not.
Yeah.
She walked away a couple times, but for the most part, she was like she didn't really fall in love with anyone else. She just for show. But
Celia, I love Celia, but I also had a lot of mixed opinions on her. There were a lot of times where I was like, she's making me mad.
Back down.
She's making me mad.
She was a bit spoiled at times.
And Evelyn also made me very angry in that relationship. She also made really questionable decisions. But she acted like it was her way all the time. She never really let Celia ever have any say. The thing that bothered me though with Celia was how much Evelyn had. It almost felt like it was
Someone said Hugh Jackman as Harry. Someone else said Hugh Jackman. Oh my God, yes.
I'm deceased. That is too much.
Except for I see him doing the Greatest Showman too.
Stop.
But that would work. Oh, yep. Hugh Jackman.
Oh, that actually would have been perfect.
Oh, Paige said that Anna de Armas, and I saw her pop up too on when I was like, who should play
Evelyn Hugo.
Yeah.
Um,
Meryl Streep for the older Evelyn.
Yes, absolutely. I actually saw that online as well, and I could totally see that.
Well, Meryl Streep can play anyone.
She can, but
that's not who popped in my mind.
For older?
No, not with Evelyn. Literally, I had someone when she was talking.
That you were picturing?
Yeah. And for the life of me,
can't think of it.
I was thinking dressed sort of like Diane Keaton, which is like a white button down and some casual but very tailored nice jeans. Yeah. And her longer like bob sort of silver hair. Like I thought Diane Keaton. Yeah. But Diane's a little more, Diane's not like an ex bombshell. So you'd have to so I kind of mix her with someone, but I can't think who I'm thinking as an older actress. Anyway,
kind of backtracking to what I was saying earlier, but the thing that really, there was a few things that made me mad about Celia. One of them was
back to Celia.
How sometimes it felt like Evelyn had to hold her hand.
Yeah.
Just in the way that it was like she always would forget how they can't just outright come out.
Yeah.
Because like it's just genuinely not safe, especially when she had Connor. She's like, I can't just.
Yeah.
But then the one time she tried to come out.
Yeah.
She was like, no, we can't do that.
Oh, at the very end. I know.
And then she acted as if like, what? Why would you do that? It's like Celia, you've been suggesting this whole book. And now you're suddenly going to say, why would we do that?
Yeah.
I was like, what do you mean? And then also the other thing that kind of bothered me about Celia when they were younger, not so much older, but was how much she just kind of reminded me of the men in the sense that all she cared about was Evelyn's body.
And she was very jealous that other men were having her too. Like that was the one thing that bugged her.
Yeah.
Was like giving her body to someone else. It was like the sex bugged her.
Which I understand when they're in a relationship.
Celia annoyed
But
me.
it was just the one part where Evelyn was talking about how they always get into fights.
Yeah.
And then she would just undress. And then she wouldn't be in a fight anymore. Do you remember that?
No, I don't remember that part.
Yes. And it was like, as soon as I heard that, I was like, I don't like
this is just, I
was like, that gives me the ick. I was like, that's not a vibe.
Jennifer Lawrence would be a funny Ruby or a side character, yeah.
Oh my God, this is so true. So Kimberly said, Celia would withhold her love if she didn't like what Evelyn did. Wouldn't talk to her for years.
Yeah, she walked away.
Whereas I'm like, if she loved her, Evelyn was not innocent either. No. She was bad for that too.
But
especially the first time.
Well, but we always saw the inside of Evelyn's brain, and we got the why she was doing it. With Cecilia, we didn't ever get the inside of her brain.
Maybe that's just a point of we didn't get her POV. So maybe.
Yeah. She was insecure as hell. She was. Oh, Selma Hayek. Yeah. She'd be a good one. Whereas little Piper's in the other room because she would be very she's Piper.
Annoying. So yeah, everyone's like, she would just get jealous, and then when she got jealous, she just went weird.
It's funny with Celia. I didn't have that. Like I was rooting for them, but I didn't
feel it.
I didn't feel it.
I really was kind of like, this is borderline. In my opinion, I was like, this is at times borderline toxic.
And I thought it was toxic, and I was just like, I was rooting for them just because it was like,
you knew it was supposed to be our one true love.
Yeah, and it was like they tried so hard to just be with. To be able to be free to love who they wanted to love.
Yeah, I was rooting for it.
So I was rooting for them, but then, when they finally got together and then they were sort of just growing old together, which should be a happy ending. I was just like, I miss Harry. I liked the husband because he was such a good dad to the girl. Like I drifted more towards like they bored me. Once they were together, I was like, okay. I'm sort of bored. Yeah. Anyway,
I really struggled with Celia.
I'm one for tension too. Like I like a good tension.
liked the idea of Celia, and I liked what it meant in terms of going against society. I just didn't like them together.
I think
like,
so.
I didn't like the two of them.
Yeah.
And I really didn't like the one part where I really wish I highlighted it because it was such a good way to describe it. And it was like, it was talking about how Celia felt about her being bi. And it was like, I forget how she worded it.
Yeah, she didn't
like that she was with men.
But yet Evelyn was very insecure
of the women.
That she was with women.
Yes.
She's very
insecure. That's very true.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very true.
We never said who would play Dawn. Someone said George Clooney. Oh, I really like George Clooney. Who would I want? Like, who gives me the
There was someone who I saw online that I was like, oh my god.
Dawn. I don't know, but hitting is freaking Mr. Big off of Sex and the City.
I don't know.
Because he played in The Good Wife, he played the cheater. So I didn't really like, it was like two bad guys in a row that I was like, I don't remember his name though. Mr. Big is what I call him.
Please hold. There is someone who I saw on the magazine that
someone Sean as Dom because of his domestic abuse. Sean Penn? Sean.
Okay, so this article thought Oscar Isaac.
Who's Oscar Isaac? He's very good looking. He looks like George Clooney a little bit.
And then for Harry,
someone said, so Harry, so far we have, Sean Connery. Sean Connery for Chris Noth. Yeah, that's who I was thinking for Dawn. Sean Connery for Dawn. It would maybe fit the era too. Jack Nicholson gives me the creepiest. He's kind of creepy, yeah. Or no, we won't get there. Can't remember his name. John Hamm came to my mind too. He can be kind of
weird,
but I
vibes.
It's the domestic abuse part. It's like, I don't know.
You would need a special kind of actor to act some of those scenes out.
John Hamm would be good. Like, he was good in Mad Men. Yeah. And his name was Don.
You know what? That seems
ironically
appropriate
enough. Okay,
I think that's all I have. I have a lot to say about that book.
What else do you have to say?
I think that's it.
Oh.
I think that's all I have to say. Do you have anything to say? How did you feel about the setting and like the era? I really liked.
Oh, I love the
timeline.
I love Hollywood.
The setting, like the rich, like when they were describing like their houses, and I'm like, this is so luxurious and kind of fun.
I liked how they also just how they both. So her and Dawn sort of went through their collapse together, like in Hollywood, and just what she had to do to get back in it. She literally basically had to be she knew her only asset was her body. So that was sad. Whereas Dawn just had to like be a better actor eventually.
Yeah.
And then
the fact that Dawn was able to take away her award and her
when he
whole name. Like he buried her.
She had to reinvent herself.
Like
she had to use her body to do it. It was just sort of that whole,
just being a woman, I guess.
Being a woman.
Like
she did a good job but she also did it. She's like, you know what? This is what I got. I'm gonna do it. She was scrappy.
She was.
So
which just made me love her. Like
it was hard. It was hard to not fall in love with her, that's for sure.
Yeah, she was.
And the old Hollywood. The old Hollywood was cool. That glamour. I love the way they described the dresses and what they were wearing.
Yeah, I don't think I've read many books.
No.
If any, in that kind of
genre
era and setting and that glamorous. The only one I can think about, but it wasn't glamorous, it was more hippie, was Daisy Jones and the Six.
And
reading that was kind of like.
Well, I love the TV.
It was kind of like hippie.
I love the fashion on the show.
Yeah,
yeah,
like that was more glamorous. That was more Just hipster, I guess.
Any thought on the next books? Okay.
So do we move on? Are we all good?
We're gonna move on. I think they're done. We're just chatting.
So you guys know how we do it. We pick 3 books to give you guys some options, and you guys can choose one of them.
Yeah.
So the first book is one that I've actually read already, but Mom hasn't read it.
I haven't read it. And I'm reading another one of his right now.
Yes, and it is A Man Called Ove by Frederick Backman.
So
I really enjoyed this, and honestly, we didn't know what to choose, so we just
and we are trying to keep. I'm like, we do need to try to do 3 different genres in case not everybody likes romance, not everybody likes
fantasy or
stuff.
Whatever.
Yeah, so we try to always do 3 different ones, and I don't know if we're both in a bit of a slump or we're reading such good books that it's really hard to pick the next one because you're
puts
so
you in a hangover.
Yeah, so it's hard to pick another book.
So I really liked this one. It was
looks like a lot of people read it.
It's a bit older.
But it was, and that's the other thing. We're trying to find paperbacks because some of the hardcovers of these new books
really expensive.
Are very expensive.
But also, I thought this book would probably be in lots of libraries and that sort of idea. So
it's been out for a bit.
It's pretty much just following a really grumpy old man.
I'll find that other book.
That's the best way I can kind of describe it. Is you're just following a grumpy old man, and it's quite wholesome. I enjoyed the way that other characters got involved in his story, and it's actually really good. I think you should read it, even if it's not chosen.
I'm gonna read it. I need to get rid.
It's a quick read. And also there are movies.
Oh, is that pronounced Ovi? Is it Ovi or Ove?
Is it Ovi?
I wish someone said it's Ovi. Someone said it's Ovi. Oh, Tom Hanks played it well.
Yes, Tom Hanks is in the movie edition of it.
Oh, it is a movie.
Yeah, I didn't even starring Tom Hanks.
There you go. Didn't even pay attention.
So I actually just watched the movie. Did I tell you that?
No.
Yeah.
And did they do a good job?
I really enjoyed it.
Okay.
I wish there was one scene I really wanted them to include, and they didn't include it, of course. But it's okay. It still was really good.
Do you know what else Tom Hanks was in? This is me getting sidetracked because you said Tom
ADHD.
Hanks. Tom Hanks is, I think, my favorite actor ever. My most favorite actor ever.
My favorite actor ever. I'm surprised yours isn't Florence Pugh.
No, actor. Florence Pugh
actor,
will be one
actress.
of my favorite actresses. She's amazing. But she's new to me. I just
see. Mine is the girl who plays Jo in Little Women.
Oh,
I always forget her name.
Her.
She's Irish, and I
freaking love her. No, I just saw Tom Hanks in Elvis. That's such a good movie.
Did you watch Elvis?
I did on the plane.
It's good, eh? I still haven't finished it.
I watched a while to figure out that was Tom Hanks, his manager. Did you know that?
That was Tom Hanks. What? How much makeup did they put on that man?
It blew me away.
What?
I know. He was so good.
Oh my god.
I know. You're gonna watch it. You're gonna want to watch it.
I'm gonna have to finish it.
I love that movie, by the way. I have a whole new respect for Elvis.
Was so good.
I had no idea they did that to him. It makes me
I haven't finished it.
Okay. Well, I mean, we all know how it ends. Anyway. Second book.
You show yours.
Okay. The second book, this is a very requested one. So I did do a thing on Instagram, and this is like one of the higher rated ones or asked for. And this has been on my TBR, or like I wanted to read this for a long, long time. Happy Place by Emily Henry.
We don't have the actual book yet, but we will get it.
Yeah. And it's paperback now. You just said it just came out.
At least in Canada, it just came out in paperback. So
well, Canada won't be before
we're trying to wait until it came out just because the hardcovers are expensive.
They're like 30 plus.
They're like $40 usually now. At least in Canada. Like they're very expensive.
Okay, do you want to do the third?
Do you want to explain what Happy Place is a little bit?
Oh.
Or not?
I don't like. Do I say what it is? How do you do that?
I think it's like a second chance sort of vibe.
I think it's like a couple that were together and they always go away together every year, and then they
fake marry
to not disappoint their friends. They still pretended they were together.
Yeah, that's kind of why I got
it. And everyone said it's. Oh, someone said match a Happy Place.
My mom has been really looking forward to this, so let's not say that.
Except for I read another Emily Henry book, and
And you didn't
everyone
like it.
loved it, and I was like, I didn't love it.
So I'm really scared about
I really hope I like
Emily
it.
Henry.
So this is my second chance for Emily Henry. No offense, Emily Henry, she reads. I am so scared that they'll randomly like click on a book video.
It's great. You told me objectively it's good writing. It didn't go for you. It wasn't something for you.
I think it was I read it when you were getting chemo. Yeah. So maybe I just wasn't feeling anything at that point. Yeah,
that's very fair.
Yeah.
And the last book option is Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins because we are obsessed, okay?
And this was recommended as well. And I'm like, yep, we have that as a choice,
that is
actually.
An option. So
that was on your TBR too, right?
Yes. This Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, Malibu Rising, Daisy Hates in the Six, and Carrie Soto's Back are all interconnected.
Really?
Yes. So they're not actually, they're all in the same universe, and there's little Easter eggs you can grab from each of the books for each other.
How did Daisy Jones have anything to do with this?
So this is the first one.
Sweet.
That she ever came out with.
Okay.
And then as she kept coming out with more, people were like, wait, what?
Oh, someone's read
and
all
then people
of them.
realized that they're all in the same universe.
Right.
So this one is following like a really famous, again, supermodel, I think, or surfer, something like that. And I've read maybe 20 pages of this, and all I know is they threw a party or something.
Okay.
That's all I got.
Well, you don't want to say too much because you don't want to give it away. Anyway, we know it's going to be good because it's Taylor Jenkins Reid.
It's TJR, as people say.
TJR.
It's TJR. It's got to be good.
Okay, and then
those are our options.
And then our
giveaway, because you guys know we do our giveaways.
The giveaway's really random this time, and it's
okay, but it's a story time.
It's story time. So if you got a couple minutes,
before we get into it, to enter, you go onto our most recent Instagram post, and it's a photo of.
What do you want to do?
Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo.
Yeah, it'll look like this.
Literally this.
Her holding her hand in front of
it's that. And to enter, you go to that, comment a.
Do you want to do a
key?
A key.
A key. Comment the key emoji. If anyone can put it in the chat, that would be fantastic. Actually,
if someone can find the key emoji.
Oh my god, maybe I can. Oh, yep.
Someone got it. Okay. Key emoji. If you want this book. Okay.
If you want to enter, that's how you do it.
So now
show the book.
Okay.
And the story time.
So the book is, everyone's gonna be mad because it's the third book of a series. But it just came out. And
but it's a story.
It is a story. Okay. So when I was in Scotland, I really want to go to a bookstore and get Jess a book. And because like her dream is to go to the UK and like go to the bookshops and do all the book girly stuff.
There.
Oh my god, their bookstores are
so cozy,
so
and cute.
Beautiful. They have ladders and
I know ours
multiple
are so
floors.
Like, I need to go there.
Anyways, so I texted her and I'm like, any books, book recs? Or no, you said
should I read the messages? Okay, guys, I'm gonna read them.
Okay.
So this is me and Mom texting.
In Scotland.
Mom's in Scotland. I'm at home. Okay, we text a lot. Hold on. Okay, I said, if you just so happen to go to a bookstore and find the editions that match my Curse for True Love book, then I wouldn't be upset. LOL.
My Curse for True Love book. Meaning
I have it.
Meaning she already had it.
I just need the ones to match it.
So I read as good as I listen sometimes.
Anyways, Mom says, LOL on it. And then she proceeds to send me this message. So she literally, I sent that 10:20. You're texting me about books by 11.
I know.
I'm like, you ran to the bookstore.
No, I think we were en route.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you just.
And then Mom says,
it's meant to be.
Mom says, can't find Curse, ... This store only has Ballad and only in paperback. So then I say, I only need Ballad and Once Upon a Broken Heart. So it matches my Curse one. So it matches.
So this is what she had, but this is the size difference. So she wanted these two, the size of
this
that.
Just to be really extra.
But I didn't.
So then I say that, and then Mom says Mom says hardcover. I say paperback. And then I said they might not have them. So then I proceed to send her screenshots of the ones I needed.
Which were these two.
And then I come home.
Anyway,
and
I think they're getting
I see this
confused.
one with hardback. Moral of the story, it was a big old miscommunication.
So this book was bought in Scotland.
Yes.
With 100% of my heart. I think the receipt is still, I kept the receipt because I thought Jess would like that. So it's from Topping and Company.
I actually
in Edinburgh. If you
that's actually really cool.
I know.
Look at that.
And it's got like the
plastic wrap
on it and everything. So may the best villain win. You bunch of villains. So yeah. So throw a key up on the post.
Yes.
On Jess's post.
Yeah.
And end of April will be our next
when
book
are we
club.
doing our next? Is that going to be planting season?
It's going to be just before planting season. I can't believe we were already here.
That went by really fast.
Do you guys like? Do we do the 28th?
I like Sundays, so I'm thinking the
20th. And you'll be done school.
I'll be done school by then.
April 28th work for everybody?
8 p.m.
8 p.m. Book club. Next book club. April's my birthday month too, Kimber. Are you an Aries or are you a Taurus? I'm an Aries. I don't know how to find it. If you can't find, just go to Instagram, go to Brock Book Nook, and you should be able to find it there. And then she did the post like today, so you'll be able to just...
It's just the most recent
And then just the most recent post, go on it and put a key.
Don't say giveaway because then we get...
Yeah. Don't say this key is for the giveaway because
just say key.
Then we get hackers.
And then we don't want that. In 24 hours, I'll go through and just select a random person. Also, if you want to vote on what book to read, I will put a poll up tonight, also on that same Instagram page. And then you can vote.
And then she'll pick it probably about this time tomorrow night.
Yes. And I'll also pick the giveaway winner, hopefully around the same time. Although I will say last time I was bad and I forgot to pick it until a little later.
The winner?
Yeah.
Oh, but
so they had extra time to enter.
Okay, but you did do it and you got it out. Yeah. You got it out. Good.
It's been out.
I hope everyone's
been sent. I don't know if it's I don't know if it's there yet or not, but
we'll get this sent out once we have a winner.
Yes.
All right, you guys. I have to run and make sure my new baby lamb that was not scheduled to be born today is still alive and drinking and all the things. Happy birthday to everybody in April. We will share our birthdays together.
Yep.
And everyone have a great Easter next weekend. And if you celebrate Easter, and we will
see you next time.
Talk to you in a month.
Happy reading, whatever we end up reading.
Yeah. I can't wait.
Okay.
Bye guys.